Hello there. I am recovering from last night's shift. It was good. It was good. Just, again, I'm 105. And I thought I would take a moment to let you know that I am starting a podcast. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I am joining the ranks of everyone in the world that does a podcast. I know there's a lot of us out there, but my podcast is going to be something that's both restaurant focused. I mean, I have a lot of stories. I've been on here a lot recently, sharing some of the recent stories, and I have 105 years worth of experience and stories to tell. So I'm starting a podcast. I think I'm posting this to my new account and then sharing it with my personal account. I don't know, because I'm recording it. I'm like, wait, where am I going to do this? Anyways, the podcast is going to be called Tough Shift. Because sometimes you have a tough shift, and tough shift, that's all there is. Keep going. And kind of exploring, that whole, we all know the stereotype of the actor, waiter. Oh, you must be an actor, or are you any good? Guess not if you're working here, and all that other nonsense. It is a stereotype because it is a mutually convenient exchange of labor, talent, and funds, right? It keeps us, funding our own careers and funding our lives as we make things happen. And, you never know how talented the person serving you is. Not that please don't ask people what they do. Please, I'm not, don't ask me anything. Just tell me what you want and let me entertain you as I see fit. Don't jump in. This isn't audience participation. But I think it is cool to kind of have, shed a little light on some of that talent. And so what I'll be doing, is interviewing people, who have either survived the restaurant industry or are currently working, like myself, in the restaurant industry, while continuing their performing careers. Also people who have worked in the restaurant industry, starting off as performers and then made a shift to another creative endeavor, another lifestyle and career path. And I think it's great to really, I've worked with so many wonderful, talented people that I'm just like, this table's giving you shit and they don't know how many fouettes you can do. That's crazy. They don't know how high you can sing. They don't know the capacity of talent that's within you, and they're giving you shit because their side of mayo came late. Come on. That's my dog. He likes to be around, and I'm not going to hide it. He'll be part of the podcast. If you hear a little jingle jangle, that's him saying hello. But yeah, it's called Tough Shift. You can follow us at Tough Shift Podcast everywhere except for X, because they have character limits. So it's Tough Shift Pod there. I'll put all this stuff together. And I figured, we'll be talking about, all kinds of restaurant stories, all kinds of creative stories. I thought I would share a story that happened last night. I was waiting on a table, and I don't know, it's always the last table. It's always the last table. And I went to check in on them. And it was this group, couple gays, couple gals, having a great night out in Venice. And, waiters here, Felix, you good? You good, baby? All right. Waiters hear the most random stuff. Tables feel like there's this invisible wall around them that soundproofs the things that they say, they talk about. I've heard it all. But last night, this was spoken to me. I went to go check in on this table, and apparently they were in the middle of a conversation. I know, love. They were in the middle of a conversation. And I walk up to the table and I say, hey, how we doing on drinks? Can I get some more stuff? And this woman looks at me without missing a beat and blurts out something so personal and so intimate. I'm not going to repeat it here. I blushed. I blushed. She was in the middle of a conversation and I came in to ask a question. And instead of telling this information to her friends, she looked me straight in the eye and said, and I know a lot about this woman now. I know a lot. And she didn't seem embarrassed. And that's wonderful. Like, you shouldn't be embarrassed if you're sharing information that you're comfortable with. And I thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. I think her friends were mortified. Because, hi, love, you want to go bark at the whoever out there? I think her friends were mortified because when I came back a few minutes later, she pulled me aside and she apologized profusely. And I looked at her and I said, you know, I am a gay man that spent 13 years in New York City. I have heard, I have seen, and I have done everything at least twice. You can't shock me. That was a lie because she shocked me, but I didn't want to make her feel bad. And that plus a million other stories that we have to share. I hope you follow us. I hope you enjoy. The podcast will be out late September. I have some guests lined up now. We're going to start recording soon. And I can't wait to share these amazing stories about amazingly talented people, not just actors, singers, dancers, directors, writers, musicians, so many people that I have worked with and known, and I hope to know along the way as this podcast grows feet. I'm hoping to be able to reach out to more and more people to kind of just shed light on the amazing people that are slinging hash just for you. Have a great Saturday. I need to go hydrate some more because I'm slinging hash tonight, and I can't wait to hear more things that make me blush. Have a good one.